Been a while. I've been avidly working on getting more features packed into the game. Yeah, welcome to the second devlog. So, Tower of Blackliffe is coming along amazingly. Thank you guys so much for the feedback and the response, and I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing you guys play it, seeing you guys telling me what you like, what you don't like, and it's really going to help me build a final product that is sellable on a storefront. And there was a discussion about it. There were some questions like, oh, what's the pricing of the game going to be like? And I'm going to make it official. The price of the game will be $1.99 Canadian. It'll be $2, literally. So with that, I'm saying don't expect a feature-length game, one that's going to take you like 96 hours to complete. The type of game that this is would probably take you 2 hours tops to complete. But the thing is, I'm going to have different modes, and there's going to be different things that you can do in the game that will give it replay value. But nonetheless, I'm just going to run through with you guys what's new in the game. So, obviously, things are different right off the bat. This is, a lot of things to soak in at once. The first thing you notice is definitely the character. And I'll confirm to you, he's not Thunderclap anymore. That's not who he is. His name is, it's not disclosed yet, I don't think, but his name is Viracor. And it'll tell you. There's no story slide yet. The story I'm going to add once I have the second level playable, but all the playtests are going to be are this first level plus a few little showings of features and stuff like that. In the full product and everything, there will be the story slides, and even in this I could probably include a little story. But yeah, so this is Viracor. He's like a plague doctor looking guy, and he uses a sword now. And yeah, as you can tell, the doors perform a bit differently too. The doors aren't like not from the side view, they're very obvious, like facing the player. They're like, that's a door, right? So that I don't have all these weird looking doors. And a lot of new tiling, like a lot of new what am I trying to say here? A lot of new scenery. So the tile set that I'm using looks way different. I've polished it up and really tried to make it look more refined. So, as you can see, there's like little touches here and there, just slathered all around. But I was really focusing on trying to show more polish, and that I can do polish. I can. As you can see with the stage tiles, they're looking way more refined, looking way more pro. So let's talk to the old man. Greetings, nondescript person. My name is and the thing with Viracor is he doesn't really talk. I changed up the dialogue, as you can tell. Never mind that. Anyways, I've been trapped in this tower for years. How about yourself? No response. Not one for word. Not to worry. I speak telepathically as well. As speaking telepathically doesn't work. Okay. I'll just give you the key. So, dialogue's different. Viracor's interaction with people's different. He's just focused on, it's because it's supposed to tie in with the story that I have written. I don't want to give a lot away, so you'll see. You'll see. I'm glad that you guys have been keeping posted. Okay, so obviously Snakeheads look different now, and if you leave them alone too long, if you leave them away from you, they shoot acid at you, and you have to basically keep slashing them at all times to delay it. If you don't keep attacking them, they will. You basically leave an opening of time for them to spit acid at you. So what that means is less enemies, but more difficult enemies. And yeah, so with the stage tiles, there's a bit, different tiling. There's spider webs and stuff put around, and different touches in the shading as well. So this is our next enemy. This is a spider. As you can tell, you don't have to fight them, but if you're not careful and you just keep walking along, you just like, you know, you get hurt by them. Okay, so let me explain something with the jumping. Jumping has changed as well. So, most people who have commented on the jumping have stated that it's very annoying trying to keep up with how Thunderclap used to, when you just tap the jump key, he jumps to his full height. He does that, right? Every single time that you tap the key, like that. Viracore now has dynamic jumping. It depends on how long you hold it. If you just do a tap, he does a shorter jump. He just does a 2-block jump, and if you hold it, he does a 4-block jump. That's for the sole purpose of keeping game flow quicker. Like, if you saw the jump there, I did it a bit shorter. If you're jumping over enemies, you could do a full jump or a short one, like that. So I made the jumping system dynamic, as you can see. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but with the sword, if you double tap your attack key, if you just double tap it quickly, like didn't, he does a little secondary stab there. This is just to add a little bit of differentiation in the combat. It's not really necessary. You could just keep doing this, just like quick taps. So the game is still fairly button mashy, but it's a bit more. The combat system flows better in this one. For me, I find myself just doing this, but you can do this in whatever way you like. Like say if there's like a crowd of enemies and you just, you know. Your double taps don't work in the air. I figured that's not very necessary. So if you have them up against a corner, you just like mash the key and you'll see the differentiation in animation. It's just for the sole purpose of, so you're not seeing the same thing all the time. And the same thing happens. The Snakeheads, if you really corner them, they'll just keep jumping on you. That's purposeful. That mechanic I put in there is purposeful. It's very punishing. But things are different in the shop here as a result of that. There's the key and a potion. This potion heals 50 HP. And he has 2 of them in stock. That thing down in the right, of this window, right? That one there, that's how much stock he has for those items. So you can buy potions and keys. So the Snakeheads, they don't bother you in the shop anyway. Like, look, you just do this. They don't bother you at all. You can actually attack them from in the shop right here if they're in your way. So get out of the way. So yeah, grabbed a bit of money here. Alrighty. Need our key. Might as well heal up too. So yeah, the tiling looks way more refined this time around. Everything's a bit more polished. I really tried with the polish here. This spider, you don't even have to bother with him. You could actually save him for later if you know what the spider's actual purpose is. That's our key. I didn't time my jump there. So as a result of that, they were sitting around. That's what I was meant to do. Alright. So yeah, things are different here. There's not the doors up here. There's a room right there. I'm actually going to save the spider, because I'm thinking I'll be able to show you guys. Whoopsie. Show you guys what the sole purpose of the spiders being around is. A, for enemy differentiation. As you can see, the bat that was here, that terrible looking bat, is gone. I have a replacement for that actually, but it's not in this stage. Not going to be in this one. It's going to be in the later stages. This platforming segment, I am going to make changes to. It's to be determined what I'm going to change about it, because the room's fairly long, and I was thinking segmenting it off, so that way you don't have to wait as long when you're trying to get on the platforms. Yeah, so that part's the same too. Still, like, the second playtest won't be up yet. This is just a part of the devlog. Once the second playtest is up, there will still even be more changes made that aren't in this video, so. That's our spoder. Open our gate. So when you get the ability, I've also swapped out a lot of the sound effects, so that way, I've played a lot of the first playtest while you guys were doing it, and, I pinpointed a lot of problems that I found, while you guys helped me pinpoint, issues that were in the game as well. So, I've swapped a lot of the sound effects out. I've adjusted the volume of different sound effects too, because with the program I use, when you're working with a square or a sine wave and stuff, the volumes of different waves that you use for an 8-bit sound effect, they have dynamic volumes. Like a sine wave is quieter than a square. The most punchy, most intense, loudest wave is a tan wave or a saw wave. Someone mentioned the old tile work, it was tough to see where the secret things were, like breaks in the wall and stuff like that. So I made it way more obvious, right? So as you can see, in Old Meatlish's shop here, he has sticky bombs after you get the ability. Blow things up. You buy the bombs. And you get 2 bombs. You don't need that many bombas necessarily, but I figure if someone gets stuck, you know, if they have enough money, they can, buy bombs. And I figure if they waste all their bombs and stuff, well, oh man, I might be able to put a restart tome somewhere in the level, like a place that isn't, you don't need anything special to get to. It's like, stuck, you know, it will just reset the level for you, and it doesn't give you any penalties for that. It just restarts the stage right away. And there's parts of the stages that you might have to restart. And in that respect, I think I'll just keep that function in this game. Obviously, I've calmed it down with the particles. There was just particles happening everywhere, no matter what. It wasn't necessary. And it really, like, just didn't... It looked more Minecrafty in that respect. But the blood effects and the enemy bursting effects, you know, those things I kept. So that's it for this devlog. This is devlog number 2 of Tower of Blackliffe. A lot of changes made. A lot of things are different here. And yet again, I have to say thanks so much for playing the game, supporting it. There will be, once the final version comes out, I can guarantee anyone who buys it, you won't be disappointed. And anyone who is getting it in the future, thank you very much. Or people who are planning on it. Thanks so much for supporting the project. So, this has been the second devlog. Thanks for watching.